Have you ever imagined something big? You've gotten a great vision. You dreamt of something big in your life, and it looks as if that dream is not going to come to fruition. Everything around you makes it seem that dream is impossible. People might have chaos around them, or maybe there's war around you, shootings all around you. You cannot even have peace to yourself. You cannot even have a quiet time to yourself. I dare to tell you, in the midst of all the chaos, in the midst of all the impossibilities, dare to keep your dream alive. And if you have abandoned your dream, to dream again. Because when you abandon your dream, have you gotten this scenario before? You have abandoned a dream, and after a while, you see an opportunity that will make that dream that you abandoned come true. But alas, you've already abandoned it, so you've stopped or you've limited the capacity for the dream to come true. So in this episode, I want to challenge you to dream big again and have a big expectation in line with your dream. There is a universal law that says, again, I saw the sun that the race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, or bread to the wise, or riches to the discerning, or favor to the skillful. Rather, time and chance happen to them all. Let me explain this in another version. I like using the New Living Translation of Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. The New Living Translation says, have observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry. The skillful are not necessarily wealthy. And those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. It is all decided by chance, by being at the right place at the right time. Those that have attended at least a 20-year anniversary of their high school reunion can bear witness to this. That those that are strong, that you thought they were strong while you were in high school, they now look like they are the weakest link. For those listening, this is an episode of Kingdom Self Business in line of our series Secrets of Abundance, and mindset is everything. Now let's go through this time and chance again as I explain. Let me explain on the board for you to comprehend. See, when God created the world, He finished the work, and He set up a system, an equilibrium system that balances and rebalances itself. So how does this work? Now, let me try to draw a pendulum, right? Pendulum with 3 legs with equal weight around here. So this system is balanced, right? And this system exists in the universe. This is the universe. The universe of the Spirit of God regulating this equilibrium system, right? And you have the light. I represent the light by red, even though some people say like red represents that thing. And you have the spirit of evil and Spirit of God, or let's say Spirit of God here. But Spirit of God regulates the whole universe. So when there's disruption, it pulls this pendulum down. So it makes this system looks imbalanced, right? So you have the weight here. You have double weight here, pulling this pendulum down. The Spirit of God searches around the universe to that person that is ready to create. And he found you. That's why you have the dream. That's why you have the vision. And the Spirit of God, that vision places a demand upon the Spirit of God. That's your demand. But you need to pour light on it by meditating on the possibility that that dream will come true. And as you meditate on that possibility, the Spirit of God searches that and gives you, pour some weight upon this to bring back this equilibrium, right? So the Spirit of God pours and brings back the equilibrium to be balanced. The universe operates in a balanced equilibrium system. That's the way God has set it up. It is not the universe, it's God that set it up like that. So now this is balanced, right? But the irony is when you try to balance a system, there's always an excess, right? Imagine some people pulling themselves. These people are of equal weight, right? Equal weight. So it's balanced. Then another person adds here. It makes they pull you to their side, and because of that, you went to gather momentum, right? You want to gather more people. So you have 3 people here pulling this rope. What happens? At the time, you pull them excess, right? You gain more momentum. Instead of the system being balanced, it pulls to an imbalanced system. And because the Spirit of God wants to maintain the universe balanced, it comes back to the balancing system. So this overweight that makes the system imbalance to your side, the side of the light, is what we call exceedingly abundantly. Exceedingly abundantly. So as you meditate on your dream, on your vision, you get an idea. That idea is given by the Spirit of God, and you implement that idea. As you implement that idea, it brings back the universe into a balancing system. But because you have a momentum as you implement the idea, you have an excess. This excess is very, very important. It's what we call real greatness. It's what we call real greatness. The important thing is this: if you don't prepare for this excess, the universe wants to balance back, right? So it withdraws some of this excess from you to balance again. So what you need to do is make sure you create a system that will absorb this excess, right? That will utilize this excess, that will put this excess into useful purpose, so that the universe will not take this excess from you. Because this is where a lot of people miss it. It's like the woman in the Bible with a jar of oil, and she was warned, say, go and borrow vessels, but don't borrow a few. Don't borrow a few. So how can you make sure that you have enough vessel, so that in case there is excess, you always have enough capacity to take the excess? It's for you to create an elastic system. Make your system elastic. Make it elastic such that you can absorb the excess. So an elastic system can expand and can contract again, depending on the amount or the demand upon it. So and that is what we called a system, an elastic system that operates automatically. So you are implementing your idea, right? And you reach an excess, and you have an elastic system that operates automatically. And that is where great prosperity comes in. But if you don't use it, what happens? Or maybe the Spirit of God is telling you to invest in something, and you are not investing in it because a positive energy system has been poured onto you to invest. It comes as an opportunity, right? Because God gives power to get. God does not give you wealth; He gives you the power to get wealth. The power is the opportunity. If you don't harness this opportunity, what happens? the universe rebalances, because the universe has to balance again. It rebalances and take that opportunity from you, give it to somebody else that's already created an elastic system to absorb those excess. So as you meditate on your dream, as you think about your dream, and as you implement it, make sure you create this elastic system that operates automatically. And this does not come all at once. It comes as you take those little steps. Those little steps are compounding in nature, such as the weight being put upon to balance the equilibrium is compounding. It's compounding. How do you turn $100 to $1 million? Right? Okay? By calculation, if you double this $100 every 6 months, this $100 will turn to 1.6 million in 6 years, right? Or in 7 years, 7 years. You can do the calculation, okay? But if you double this $100 every 3 months, for example, this $100 will turn to 1.6 million in 3.5 years. In 3.5 years. And if you double this $100 in every 1 month, this $100 will turn to over $1 million in 1 year. So what you need to do is to master how to double this $100. Okay? Maybe it took 1 year initially to double the $100. As you improve your system, then you can double this $100 in 6 months. As you improve your system, you can double the $100 in 3 months. As you give it more improvement, you can double this $100 in 1 month, and so on. And that's how you develop a system. What the rich do is that they do not only try to double their money, they try to create an elastic system that will automatically operate in doubling the money. And what they do is to make the system more efficient, more effective, and so on until the system can double as fast. They are double as fast as they want it. So my challenge to you today is do not stop dreaming. If you have dreamed before and you've abandoned that dream, please dream again. Maybe that dream that you have abandoned can still come to life. Or maybe it's a new vision, it's a new dream. But dream again. And as you dream, pour light. You see, when you think and meditate, you pour light onto your dream. You pour light on your dream. You know, when God, the earth was without form and void, the Spirit of God come upon it to pour light upon it. And God said, let there be light. Right? When you meditate and think about this possibility of this dream coming to fruition, you have poured light in it. And as you pour light into it, ideas come to your mind. You go and implement the idea. Give your resources, your time, money, energy. And as you do that, you see results. So what you need to do is to create an efficient system that will operate automatically, that will be able to produce those results without your efforts. And that comes gradually as well. And as you do that, make sure that the system becomes elastic such that it can continue to absorb even the excess that comes to it. That's how you have exceedingly abundantly of what you're taking on. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you next time.